It was a dark chapter in American history. Nearly 120,000 Japanese Americans were forced to abandon their lives during World War II just because of their ancestry.
And the very first community to be exiled was on Bainbridge Island, where a memorial now stands honoring the victims, including one woman who was just a child when she was relocated to an internment camp.
Q13 News reporter Grace Lim has her story and what the memorial means to her.
This shows me and my cousins and my mother.
At just 7 years old.
This is at our cousin's house before we got together to come right here to this spot where the ferry was going to take us away.
Lily Kodama's life changed forever. Her mother told her they were going on a vacation.
And that was such a big event that I remember being so excited about that I couldn't sleep with excitement. I tossed and turned and was really looking forward to taking that ferry to Seattle.
In hindsight, Kodama realized her mother was protecting her from the truth. That ferry would take her and her family away from their Bainbridge Island home and into an internment camp in Manzanar, California.
The environment was totally the opposite of Bainbridge Island, and we were warned about scorpions and rattlesnakes, which we'd have no idea of anything like that here, and the dust storms were awful.
Now 87, she is choosing to talk more and more about the dark chapter in American history when President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed an executive order exiling Japanese Americans after the attack on Pearl Harbor.
We've been considered the model minority because we were kept quiet. But the younger generation is speaking up, which is a good thing. And I feel like I should speak up now, too. And so, and I'm one of the few people who lived it who can still tell the story. This is my aunt holding my cousins.
It was March 30th, 1942. 227 Bainbridge Island men, women, and children were forced out of their homes and escorted to the Eagledale Ferry landing, where they departed on a journey of an unknown future.
This is a historic spot that we're standing in because we were the very first community to be taken away under the Executive Order 9066.
Today, a memorial stands there.
It says, "Nidoto nai yoni," which is let it not happen again.
Honoring families like Kodama's.
That's me. I was seeing my baby sister was just 9 months old. Seeing my brother was just 2 and my sister was 5.
Who endured years of immeasurable suffering behind barbed wires just because of their ancestry.
What happened is that we were so quick to scapegoat and find blame for something that's scary. And we did not condone what Japan did. We were American citizens.
Kodama said the discrimination did not end with the war.
We're walking back to the ferry and this man, and I'm short and my mother's not any taller than I am. This man came up, a Caucasian man came up behind us and said, "Why don't you go back where you came from, you blankety blank Japs?" And I'm turning around, I'm 11, and I said, "I'm not." Mama grabbed my arm and said, "Don't say anything, don't ignore him, just keep walking." And so I turned around, and that was the very first time that I felt that, oh my goodness.
As Kodama walks the very path she and her family took to exile 8 decades ago, she hopes the memorial stands for fighting social injustices and Nidoto nai yoni, let it not happen again.
The opposite of love is not hate, but it's fear. And so by being fearful, then we do awful things, and we're so quick to judge. And it's so easy to believe in propaganda. I think the whole thing is we have to be ever watchful that we're not prejudging.
In Bainbridge Island, Grace Lim, Q13 News.